What's up, my people? You already know what this is on the lockout. Let's try this again. This is the 4th time, and the audio wasn't coming out. It's not easy doing this, man. So anyway, I graduate. I go from an adolescent, right? It's your birthday. Like about the next day or so like that, pack up. I go from the 4 building. They move me to a boat. They put me on a boat. I'm like, there's a boat? They're like, yeah, bro, it's on the water. It's in the Bronx. At that time, if I'm not mistaken, the name of the boat was MTF3. Something like that, like 3 letters, MTF something. I think it was MTF3 at that time. The name. Since then, I think the name has changed. Whatever. I'm on the boat. I get to the boat. This is how I got the name Warpath, right? I get to the boat. I'm young, dumb, and I'm wilding, right? And I'm fighting with everybody because my mentality was, you got to keep up that, why? I'm not afraid of nobody, right? And this is how you hold it down. This is what I was taught, right? In the street. And I was already in and out of, jail and institutions as a youngin'. Still young, I get there. I'm already involved in whatever I'm involved in. So some of my people, I got the name from this dude named Korea. Yes, a Korean dude. King Korea was his name. So I'm there and I'm wild. I'm bugging out. There's a lot of things happening. I'm getting into fights. They're on the other side. Upstairs, they're hearing my name is a problem. You got to talk to your little man. He's starting wars with everybody, right? So we get to the yard a few times, and Korea and this other guy named we used to joke around with him and call him George. I forgot his name because he had braces. Shout out to everybody with braces, no disrespect. This is what was happening then. So he was a good dude, right? Spanish dude, Puerto Rican dude from Harlem. Jay. I used to call him George, playing around, like joking around with him. And we used to joke, like clowning, only when us 3 were together. So him and Korea actually say, yo, you know what? We gonna call you this dude Warpath. Because he's on a path of war. And ever since, that name stood with me. But look at how good, this is what I was saying before about the Asian people and about Korea and how he was. And I left out because I said I was going to explain how I got the name Warpath in the last video, and I never got to that part. So he's the one that gave me that name. Real good dude, the thoroughest Korean I ever met. And he he's in the feds right now. Shout out to Korea. He comes home, and I'm hanging out with him in Harlem, and out of nowhere, a few weeks later, he's in the feds. He's been in the newspapers. He's been everywhere. You could Google him. King Korea. So anyway, I get the name Warpath. So I'm in the house. We get on the chow line because you get on the line. They serving the food. So they serve one of my people in front of me they pass him a chicken that the dude in front of him didn't want. So they give it to him. And I'm like, yo, why would you give it to him if he don't want it? You already know every time we in jail, like a lot of people got beef with the people that work in the pantry because either they trying to hog up all the jelly or the bread or the chicken, especially on chicken day. And I don't know why, bro. People go crazy for that chicken. I feel like we eating seagulls. Like they killed the seagulls that be out there and like they feeding us that. Like I always thought about that, right? And I hate pink meat or pink chicken, and I'm just starting to get grossed about that period altogether as the older I'm getting, and watch how they slaughter these animals, right? We shouldn't be eating that. But whatever, that's another show, right? So why would you give my people something that you wouldn't give the man that was right in front of him? So he's like, yo, I don't want that. So I'm like, yo, change that for him. So Duke is like, bro, that's what it is. And then he throws him like another little piece on the tray. So I said, let me see, my bro. He gave it to me. I smacked Duke Thundercats out of him with the whole tray. Boom, the food is everywhere. Boom. Oh, you can finish him, right? It's going down. And everybody's like, what just happened? Everybody's looking, it's popping, ping pong. Me and him is fighting. The COs run in, they see the whole fight go down, right? So I don't say nothing. I slept all the way in the back. So I go to the back. I'm amped up, right? I'm trying to act like it wasn't me, but he got his shirt is ripped, is off because I tried to grab him from behind it. And the COs, pull him, and everybody's like, yo, bro, he's a problem, in every language you could think about possible. They telling the COs like he's a problem. So COs mostly at them times when they feel like someone was a problem in the house, they'll just try to move one person instead of trying to make like 15 paperworks and move everybody that was involved in the fight. So I don't know, whatever. He went out there by the bubble to talk to the CO, and he never came back in. I don't know if he said, yo, I don't want to go back in there. The bottom line is it wasn't good for him to come back in there. So he gets packed up. Supposedly he goes, they take him to the island, and Korea went to the island too. So the bottom line is he winds up somewhere where Korea's at, and Korea asks him, yo, why are you here? And he's like, yo, I'm going to tell you in a minute. I was just telling my man that. But I heard that he's talking to somebody while he's sitting on a toilet, and somebody else is on another toilet, right? And they having conversation, because a lot of dudes used to do that. I don't even play that toilet conversation thing, bro. I'm here for one purpose and one purpose only, right? So he's talking, but he's explaining, and Korea is overhearing this. Like, I guess, I don't know if he played off like he left or whatever. So Duke is explaining it. And he's like, yeah, I was with this dude. His name is Warpath. Oh, we got into a fight, and he put it like if he had to put work in, right? Of course, he left out the part that I hit him, that I put it in first with the trade, whatever. He got busy, so he got packed up. He's a gorilla, right? And I get it, whatever, right? So the kite gets back to me, and word gets back to me from a lot of dudes that were over there that Korea just slowly grabs his razor out, and boop, $150 them. Like, yo, that's my man, bang. And that's how people, as sick as they may sound to us, is like, yo, he kept it thorough. He had love for you, boy. And today I feel bad for that kid, for the kid that happened to. But I seen Korea in the street a few times after, and I asked him, I said, yo, I heard you blast that kid. He was like, yeah, bro. Like, and that's crazy how people from a total different place of this world, right, have love for you and probably put in more work and feel hurt when somebody does you damage than your own actual immediate family, right? Because my biological brother would never do nothing like that for me. That's not his style anyway. That's not his life, right? But shout out to Korea, bro. And of course, I regret that homeboy that happened to him today, because today I know that that's not cool. And I know right from wrong, right? And I always did, but I didn't care. That was the life I was living. Never glorifying that, because it's not cool. But I'm just want to let you guys know how I got the name Warpath. And that's how I got it from Korea. Very good dude, man. He will give you the shirt off his back if he had to, and he's there for you if you was one of the real ones. Everybody loves Korea, from blacks to whites to everybody. If you keep it real with him, he kept it real with you. And that's how I got that name Warpath over 20 years ago, bro. I can't even count. It's a long time ago, my dude. But I left that out in the video. I said that I was going to get to it at the end, and people were asking how you got the name Warpath, and they keep asking me that in the comments. So there you have it. That's how I got the name Warpath. That's why I always tell you guys that Asians, Koreans, all due respect to all those people, you just haven't been around some that put in work. Because you're like, some people say, I never seen them holding it down. Bro, I've been around a lot of them that keep it thorough. You feel me? And he was definitely another one of them, bro. And everywhere he goes, he puts in that pain. And he's older now. And I'm pretty sure wherever he's at right now, dudes is respecting it. Because he's about that life, bro. And he's trying to change like everybody is. But once you get locked up, you got to adapt to your environment. You know what I'm saying? It's either you're going to eat or you're going to get eaten. As sad as it may sound. Leave in the comments how you feel about that. If you remember the time I said I was going to get to that story, and have you ever been in a similar situation where someone like feels like they protecting you or looking out for you, but they overlook out for you, like where you're like, my G, wow, you didn't have to do all that. But I get it. You know, some people react to different situations differently. And at that time, that's what Korea, me, that's what everybody liked to do. That's what we was taught, that this is what you do. You got to bring it. But when you bring it, you got to bring it hard, because homeboy got to leave. We both can't stay in this same house after something happens. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, you already know this is on the Lockout. Lockout gang, I love y'all. Never glorifying jail, prison, or gang life or anything that we talk about. We're just telling a story in hopes that someone will learn something out of what we're saying here and that you don't end up where we've been, or that you don't start thinking that jail or being in prison is cool and makes you a tough guy, because it don't. At the end of all this, there's a message, right? And some will get it and some won't. Some will think that we're glorifying. Some will see it for what it is, that we're just telling a story. So the next time, if you ever thought about committing crime or doing something, you think about it, because you don't want to be in these situations, right? You don't want to have to bump into a career or into a warpath, into people that are making ignorant moves and hurting our own people. Today, that's not how we live, right? Even though we don't forget everything we know. But you don't want to live the way we was living back then. And a lot of us are still doing that. And a lot of us are still in that mentality. And sometimes the older we get, the younger we act. And it's a fact. Bless up to everybody. You already know it's on the Lockout.